Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I want you to take what you're learning from these videos, like it, share it, subscribe, pass it on to other agents. At the end of the day, we're all just trying to get just to a higher plane, but it really takes a lot of education. It takes a lot of information. It takes a lot of sacrifice to throw yourself into what you didn't know and to kind of reshape or reform these ideas that you had about real estate. So this is what I like to break down. I want to just kind of reshape your ideas or the things that you thought real estate was supposed to offer you and really kind of give you some tangible things for what you'll have to work for. But working for these things and putting these actionable items into place, you'll definitely reap the rewards. So today I want to talk about the successes and failures within this real estate arena. You have a pathway of success and you have a pathway of failure. And believe it or not, there's a fork in the road depending on what's in you. We all are here to get to that pathway of success. Believe it or not, a real statistic is this. There are 87% of realtors that get in this business that fail. They fail 87%, which means typically after a 2-year time frame, when you start real estate and then you have to reactivate your license again at a 2-year mark, there's only about 13% that probably return. Why they fail, I want to explore those things. And I want to share with you why you should not approach these areas of failure, but rather take the areas of success. And I want to give you the reasons why they fail. I want to give you this real story real quick. I started with a brokerage when I first got into real estate. They had 300 agents at this brokerage. It was my first year at the brokerage. Blew my mind that I was in their top 10% as far as agents. I had only sold 12 homes within the 4 months that I had remaining at that brokerage. But the fact that I made their top 10%, I was like, how can I make top 10%? I ain't been here no time and I haven't sold that many homes. Where the reality of it is this, although there were 300 agents, all 300 agents were not producing. So we look at a holistic number within this industry and we say, man, it's thousands of real estate agents. But the reality of it is, although it's thousands of real estate agents, there's only about a top 10 to 20% that are actually producing. So again, I want to touch on the failures and I want to try to see if we can combat some of those failures with some positive things that we can walk away with. So number one is this. I remember when I first started out and I went to my brokerage and I said, hey, I just want to work every open house you guys got available. I worked every weekend. It was not until my second open house, the second weekend in real estate, that I came across a family that didn't have an agent. I was there representing one of the agents that worked for my brokers. I was there representing her. She was the listing agent. They walked in, they had no agent. I said, well, I tell you what, I got a good relationship with the listing agent. You guys don't have representation right here. Let me negotiate on your behalf. I dived right in. I wanted to go ahead and accomplish that sale right away for them. And I end up doing that. But I'm saying all that to say, I see a lot of agents get in this business and they're relaxing on weekends. They're not doing anything that's going to drive productivity or that's going to give them an encounter or a touch point with someone. Your touch points lead to conversion. You have to be touching as many people as possible. Everything I do, whether if I'm at lunch, dinner, wherever, I am selling myself all the time. I could literally be sitting at a table and somebody could be sitting next to me. I did this just a couple of days ago. A lady asked me, what do I do? I said, I'm in real estate. I'm a real estate agent. But I'm always selling myself. Everything I'm doing, I'm selling myself. So remember, you're not just in the business to wait on things to happen for you. You're in the business to make things happen for you. Take every open house you can get your hands on. Go to your broker and ask them, what do you got going on this weekend? Is there anybody I can speak to that I can take an open house? If you don't feel comfortable doing it on your own, ask, can you shadow somebody until you're in a position where you feel absolutely comfortable to do this thing on your own. But I'm gonna tell you something. You shouldn't have no free weekends until you sell a house. Number 2 is lead generation. Lead generation is critical. All right, so the number one question people typically ask in this business is, hey, where are you getting your business from? And you got to be able to answer that question, not for other people, but for yourself. Where are you getting your business from? Lead generation, it looks like this. You got to be able to take money, pour it back into yourself. You don't want to continue to live this life in real estate as a grind. You want to pour it back as if you were a business. That business has operating costs. Those operating costs come from your commissions. You take a piece of your commission or portion of your commission, you put it back into lead generation. There's a lot of different resources I can point you out to. I want you to DM me specifically for that if you want to know what my lead generation sources are, and I can point you back out to these things. But lead generation is important. I see agents all the time just go take their commission money, go buy this, buy that, trying to keep up with the Joneses, look the part, but you have no lead generation coming in. Lead generation is going to continue to put you in a position where more revenue is going to come in, more commissions are going to establish your business, and before you know it, you've got a real business going on instead of this slow grind or this rapid grind. Number 3 is this. Hiring a coach. If you get to the point that you're making commissions and you know you're making good money, now again, there's a scaling point to this, right? We all got to start somewhere. We can't hire a coach just straight out the gate. These coaches typically got a nice tab that come with them. But what I will tell you, the ROI is tremendous because what they do is they bring you out of your comfort zone. They give you metrics. They give you strategies, and they're very creative to help you accomplish goals. They hold you accountable to those goals. You're constantly having these conversations with a coach that's going to put you in a position to go beyond what you think you can do. You got goals, you got metrics, you got expectations. All of these things you will be held accountable to. But these coaches are going to help you do further and beyond what you normally thought you can do. So if you get to that point and you're making good commissions, go hire a coach. You want a coach to be able to hold you accountable, push you to the fire, max you out in areas that you have not even tapped into yet. That's what's going to generate more commissions for you. Before you know it, you'll look up, you would have had 4 transactions the previous month just by their coaching tools. You may have 8 transactions the current month. And then you see a trend. It comes from holding you accountable to goals that you haven't even reached yet. Number 4, guys, I can say this over and over, and it's so critical, but choosing the right brokerage. Check out some of my past videos when I was talking about choosing the right brokerage. But this is critical. If you don't choose the right brokerage, I'll put it to you this way. I have talked to so many agents and I asked them, hey, what are you doing? How was your first year? Oh, I hadn't done anything. Hey, what are your challenges? I think I chose the wrong brokerage. Typically, when you choose the wrong brokerage, that looks like this. You're choosing something that maybe somebody reached out to you and it just seemed like they were really honing in on you and they really made you feel like we want you. That's a great feeling. For you to be coming after me and you make me feel like you want me, why wouldn't I want to come to your brokerage? But that's just the beginning. Now, what's on the other side of you showing that you want me? Do you got support? Do you got a mentorship program? Do you have somebody that's going to walk with me, talk with me, that's going to let me do open houses with them? Do I have sponsorship that's going to be relatable to me? It's so much that comes with choosing the right brokerage. It is truly choosing the right relationship. The failure that I've seen people have most of the times comes from choosing the wrong brokerage. Keep in mind, when you're choosing the right brokerage, you have to spend your time like really researching boutique, big brokerages. What do they offer? How do I fit in? How did their culture fit into my culture? How did their personality match with my personality? And again, or are they gonna give me what I'm actually looking for? And sometimes you don't even know what you're looking for until you get to that brokerage. So spend some time really breaking down what brokerage am I gonna choose, because that's gonna be critical to your success. You can find yourself either on that 87% of failing or that 13% of succeeding. The 5th one is lead generation as it pertains to your personality. And I'll tell you what I mean. So I'm doing this video. I love doing videos. I like being behind the camera. I like being out and about. I love showing people that, you know, I can be visible, not just in person, but also through this lens. Well, this is fitting for me. This is suitable for me. You have to find something that's suitable for you. As an example, you got guys out there that are very data driven. They like to hone in on a certain area in terms of farming. They like to say, you know what is this gonna give me if I put out 1,000 postcards? What is the return I'm gonna get out of here? What type of data is reporting back to me? You have companies out there that will give you lead generation for that. You got companies that will give you lead generation for Facebook. We don't even have to use your face. We don't have to use your voice. We're gonna do all the marketing for you. We're just gonna put it out there that this agent is trying to acquire how many buyers in the area that is interested in selling their home. So there are people that don't want to be behind the camera. There are people that are really data driven. Find lead generation that's suitable and tailored to your personality. This is important for advancing your business, for creating a pipeline that's going to be sustainable, and for creating also a pipeline that's going to be scalable. All right? Find lead generation that's suitable to your personality. All right, so if you like what you saw, I want you to like, I want you to subscribe, I want you to share it. But more importantly for you, I want you to go back and I want you to write this down. I want you to see yourself as not as the 87% of agents that fail, but the 13% that succeed. The 13% that succeed, they do the opposite of the failing 5 that I just mentioned. Make sure you go back and you listen to this. Put yourself in a position to win. These things that I'm sharing with you, I'm not sharing this for nothing. I have lived this, I've experienced this, but I have also found out that I don't want other agents getting into business and experiencing the 87% and failing. I want you to be the 13% to succeed. So make sure you follow me on Instagram, David L. Brown 1911, or follow this page. Make sure you haven't subscribed yet. Subscribe. That way you'll see new videos that come out every week. All right? I got more information to follow. If you don't feel like I covered enough information within this video, shoot me a message. I'll be a little bit more thorough, specific to you, because I want to make sure that you get from the point of failure or mediocrity. I want to get you to that point of succeeding.
Put the place up.